I am here, right now, closer than the very breath filling your lungs, and I need you to understand the urgency of this moment because everything around you is shifting in the unseen, and I cannot allow you to miss what I am placing before you. My presence has stepped into your room not as a distant promise, but as the undeniable reality of your now, where silence is heavy. Your heart beats louder than your thoughts, and every whisper of fear collides with the assurance that I am standing here. The atmosphere has shifted because my spirit has surrounded you completely, and every unseen chain holding you back has begun to tremble, and I am calling you to lean in closer, to still your racing mind, because there are things I need to reveal to you that cannot wait for another sunrise, not another prayer, not another delayed response. This is the moment where eternity touches your timeline, where the walls surrounding you become witnesses to a divine encounter orchestrated before time began. I have walked into this space knowing what lies beneath the surface of your life, knowing the weight pressing on your heart, knowing the questions swirling endlessly through your thoughts, and I am not just here to comfort you. I am here to transform everything that has tried to suffocate your purpose. Right now, the heavens are leaning down over you, waiting for your heart to align with mine, because there are doors ready to unlock, blessings prepared to pour, and breakthroughs hovering within reach. But this requires you to see what I am showing you. No distractions, no hesitations, no second guessing, because the enemy has been trying to drown out my voice in the noise surrounding you. But tonight I silence every counterfeit whisper, every lie designed to convince you that you are forgotten, unseen, abandoned. I need you to feel this reality burning within your spirit. I chose this moment because destiny has deadlines, and tonight your name is being spoken in heaven. Your future is being written in alignment with my promises, and I will not allow the battles you face to define the next chapter of your story, your tears, your prayers, your silent cries. I caught everyone, and they have become seeds for the harvest that is coming. But this harvest requires your full attention because I cannot let you step into tomorrow without hearing me clearly today. This room is filled with my presence, and if you could see in the spiritual realm right now, you would realize how many angels have surrounded you, how many storms are being silenced, how many traps are collapsing under the weight of my authority. You thought this season was about waiting, but I am here to tell you it has been about preparing, positioning, and accelerating everything for such a time as this, and what you thought was a delay has actually been my strategy to protect you from stepping into battles that would have crushed you prematurely. You are entering the turning point, and I will not allow fear to chain your faith any longer, because tonight my voice drowns out confusion, and my spirit ignites boldness within you, and I declare that every force of darkness assigned to derail you is scattering even now under the weight of my presence. This encounter was written into your story long before you were formed, and I will not leave this room until your heart knows with unshakable certainty that I am here, I am for you, and I am working in ways you cannot yet comprehend. But soon you will see why this night had to happen, why this exact hour was marked on heaven's calendar for your rescue, your restoration, and your release into the fullness of what I have prepared. I am not asking you to understand everything. I am asking you to trust that I do, and when you wake tomorrow, you will feel the shift that has begun even now. But for this moment, I need you fully here, fully present, fully surrendered, because this is the doorway into everything you've prayed for and beyond what you dared to imagine. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. I know your heart is trembling right now, sensing something far greater than what your eyes can see, and that's because I have stepped deeper into this space with you, surrounding every corner of this room with my power, and I will not allow fear to control your thoughts any longer. There is an urgency in the unseen, a collision between what was holding you back and what I have prepared to propel you forward, and I need you to listen with your spirit more than your mind, because my presence carries answers that logic will never unlock. And what is happening around you tonight is not ordinary. It is divine intervention unfolding in real time, rearranging the plans of the enemy and rewriting the outcome in your favor. While the world outside believes nothing has shifted, inside this moment eternity has placed its hand on you, removing barriers you didn't even know existed, crushing walls built by years of disappointment, betrayal, and delayed expectations. And I am realigning every detail of your journey to match the design I established before creation began. The weight you've carried privately, The restless nights spent questioning whether I still hear you, whether I still see you, whether I still care. I've been here all along, working in dimensions you couldn't perceive, securing victories you couldn't imagine, and now the reason for every season of silence is about to be revealed. This encounter tonight is not random. I chose this hour because time has ripened. The assignments attached to your destiny are awakening, and the fullness of what I promised you is being positioned right before you. Though shadows tried to convince you that you were abandoned, my light exposes the deception and restores the hope buried beneath layers of exhaustion and pain. I have come to break cycles that chained your family for generations, to uproot curses spoken against your future, to dismantle the plots designed to trap you in patterns of loss and limitation. And I am declaring over you right now that nothing will remain the same after tonight. There are heavenly scrolls being unsealed with your name written upon them, and the instructions carried within them are releasing an acceleration into your life that no force can hinder. The walls you thought protected you were keeping you confined, but I am tearing them down to reveal horizons far wider than you have ever dared to believe possible, and I am inviting you to step into what your faith prayed for long before you could see evidence of it. Every delay you endured, every closed door, every unanswered question has been aligning pieces for this exact encounter, and while others around you doubted, my hand was securing foundations beneath you so unshakable that storms will no longer shake your peace. The resistance you faced was never a sign of my absence. It was proof of the magnitude of the calling placed upon your life, and the enemy's relentless attacks have only confirmed the greatness of what's about to emerge from within you. I have stood beside your bed in the dark when no one else could comfort you. I've watched every silent battle play out in your heart, and tonight I step forward not as a distant savior but as the one who refuses to let another moment pass without showing you that I have been here, holding the answers you thought would never come. The noise of confusion is breaking, the chaos designed to drown your hope is crumbling, and in its place I am planting clarity so profound that you will no longer question whether you were chosen. You will know it beyond doubt. Right now, there are angels assigned to your life receiving orders, moving ahead of you, arranging divine meetings, releasing favor into places where your name will be spoken with authority you didn't ask for but that I ordained before you were formed. Everything connected to you is shifting, everything aligned against you is dissolving, and everything I promised you is stepping closer than it has ever been. But you must stay present, stay surrendered, because in these next moments, the decisions you make will unlock doors that alter everything. My spirit is hovering in this room, igniting fire within your heart, awakening gifts you buried, and dismantling lies you believed about yourself, because where I am, shame cannot remain, fear cannot breathe, and defeat cannot survive. Tonight, the turning has already begun. I am taking you from where you were into what I destined you to become, and there is no power strong enough to stand in my way. I have watched the silent storms within you, the unspoken aches that no one else could recognize, and I stepped into this exact moment because the weight you've been carrying alone can no longer remain upon your shoulders. Everything unseen surrounding you right now has shifted, and I am releasing something over your life that no force of darkness can resist. For this is not just comfort. This is transformation unfolding right where you stand. Every hidden struggle, every night spent questioning your worth, every thought that told you to give up has reached its expiration, because my power is dismantling the chains that have tried to keep you bound in fear, regret, and exhaustion. I have entered this space not merely to witness your pain but to end it, because what has been tormenting your heart is about to break completely under the authority of my name. There are things deep inside you that you have buried for so long, disappointments, betrayals, silent wounds, but tonight those buried places are being resurrected with fresh life, and I am breathing new strength into areas of your spirit you thought were dead forever. I need you to understand that I am not watching you from a distance, but moving within you right now, touching the core of who you are, restoring what was fractured, righting what was stolen, and igniting faith where doubt tried to suffocate hope. Even as you sit in this room, heaven has sent assignments on your behalf. Angelic forces surrounding you, dismantling plans of destruction, tearing down traps designed to mislead you, and clearing paths that were blocked for years. The voices of defeat that tried to convince you that nothing would change are being silenced in this very hour, and I am replacing their lies with clarity so undeniable that your heart will no longer wrestle with confusion. I have come because your story is not over, and the narrative others have written about you does not define the ending I have designed. There is far more unfolding behind the scenes than you realize, and tonight marks the activation of promises that have been waiting for the exact alignment of this divine moment. I have preserved you through battles you didn't know were happening, shielded you from attacks you couldn't see, and now I am unveiling why the delays, detours, and closed doors had to happen, not to harm you but to protect what I planned for you. Every prayer you thought went unanswered has been stored, every tear has become a seed, and the season you are entering now is about to reveal a harvest far greater than you imagined. The silence you endured was not abandonment. It was the construction of a foundation so secure that nothing can shake what I am building upon it. You've wondered why certain relationships failed, why opportunities slipped away, why dreams seemed out of reach, but tonight you will see that none of it was wasted. I was preparing something far bigger than what you were asking for, and the fulfillment of those hidden desires is already approaching. Even now, I'm pulling back the veil over your future, revealing glimpses of the plans designed before your first breath, and everything about this moment has been orchestrated so precisely that you will look back and realize nothing was accidental. Your battle has been long, but victory is not coming. It is here, waiting for you to walk into it boldly, knowing that I have already gone ahead of you. I am turning shame into testimony, fear into authority, pain into purpose, and this room is becoming the meeting ground between where you've been and where you are about to go. My presence is breaking cycles, reversing generational patterns, and setting into motion blessings that will not only transform your life, but ripple into every life connected to you. Nothing around you will remain the same after this. Not your mind, not your spirit, not your circumstances, because the shift happening right now is irreversible, unstoppable, and undeniable. I chose tonight because there is no more time to delay, no more room for hesitation, no more space for doubt. I need you awake, attentive, and ready, because the next steps you take are birthing the fulfillment of everything heaven has written about you, and there is nothing that can stand against what I am releasing into your life right now. Right now, I am leaning closer than ever before, filling this atmosphere with a power you've never encountered, and I need you to recognize how significant this moment truly is, because what is unfolding here has been prepared since before time began, and nothing surrounding you will remain unchanged after tonight. There are heavenly movements happening around you, shifting structures, realigning pieces, and clearing invisible barriers that once stood like walls before your destiny. But now those walls are collapsing under the weight of my authority. I am lifting burdens that have drained your strength, removing pressures you thought you had to survive alone, and dismantling obstacles created by forces that desired to keep you stuck in endless cycles of defeat. What has been stagnant within your life is awakening as my spirit breathes upon you, infusing fresh energy, divine creativity, and supernatural boldness into every part of your being. This is not simply about comfort. This is about transformation so complete that even those watching your life will know without question that my hand has moved upon you. I have entered this room because what lies ahead cannot wait, and I cannot allow hesitation or confusion to delay what I am releasing into your hands. There are doors opening that you could not force by your own strength, opportunities approaching that will arrive faster than expected, and divine instructions being whispered into your heart that will position you exactly where I need you to stand. Do not ignore the stirring within your spirit, for it is confirmation that I am speaking, directing, and aligning everything concerning you with precision no one else could orchestrate. What was hidden is coming into view. What was denied is being reversed, and what seemed impossible is about to manifest with undeniable clarity, because I have determined that nothing designed to harm you will succeed. The traps set before you are being exposed and dismantled one by one, while the assignments I have placed upon your life are accelerating at a pace you cannot fully comprehend yet. You've been asking for breakthrough, and tonight marks the release of what has been waiting in the unseen, prepared for this appointed hour. I have heard the prayers you prayed when you believed that no one was listening. I have seen the battles you faced when no one else understood, and I have counted every tear. None of it has been wasted, and everything sown in faith is returning multiplied, overflowing, uncontainable. You've been fighting silently, holding strength you didn't realize you had, and now I am stepping in to take the weight you were never meant to carry. While others underestimated what I placed inside you, I have been building within you a resilience that cannot be broken, because the coming season requires a strength not from yourself, but drawn directly from my spirit. Tonight, chains are falling off your mind, off your heart, off your path, and I am restoring pieces of you that you thought were lost forever. There are promises attached to your name, written long before your first breath, and this moment unlocks a chapter you've been waiting for without realizing how close you already were. You are stepping into territories that were once blocked, accessing blessings withheld until this very alignment, and walking into spaces prepared for you before you even asked. Do not fear what is unfamiliar, because I have gone before you, arranging details, softening hearts, and removing resistance. While the enemy planned delays, I turned them into redirections, and every detour has led you straight into this encounter, because nothing can overturn the purpose I've declared over your life. The voices of doubt will grow faint, the weight of yesterday will dissolve, and the chains of regret will lose their grip. For I am declaring over you tonight that your season of hiddenness is ending, and your unveiling begins now. My presence surrounds you like fire, consuming everything sent to weaken you, and this room has become the threshold between what was and what is coming, and once you step forward, nothing will ever look the same again. I am not simply visiting you tonight. I am establishing within you a power that will transform not only your life, but every life connected to your obedience. This is why I chose now, this exact hour, because heaven has decreed that the waiting season is over, and acceleration has begun, and though you cannot yet see the full picture, you will soon witness the evidence unfolding before your eyes, proving that I was here, working for you, fighting for you, and preparing you for more than you imagined possible. Even now, the atmosphere surrounding you is shifting again, because I am releasing divine instructions into the deepest places of your spirit, revealing things that were hidden until this appointed moment, and you must pay close attention, for what I speak next carries the blueprint for where you are being led. There are assignments only you can fulfill, doors only you can walk through, and victories only your obedience can unlock, and everything is aligning perfectly within my timing. You have felt uncertain about the next steps, unsure of which way to turn, but I am here to remove every cloud of confusion and replace it with clarity that cannot be shaken by circumstances, opinions, or fear. You have asked me for signs, for confirmations, for guidance so undeniable that you would never again question whether I was near. This is that moment, and I need you to understand that I have already prepared what is coming long before you faced these crossroads. While you've been waiting for something external to prove my presence, I have been working from within you, shaping, refining, and equipping you for the weight of the promises I have placed over your life. I have drawn you into this encounter because there are critical choices ahead, and I refuse to allow hesitation or doubt to rob you of what has been prepared since the foundations of the world. My spirit is impressing upon your heart the directions needed to step into divine alignment, and while the noise around you tries to distract, my whisper is steady, precise, and undeniable. The next chapter requires more than understanding. It requires trust that I have already walked ahead of you, removing obstacles, positioning resources, and preparing divine connections that will appear exactly when you need them. Do not fear stepping forward, because I will never lead you into what I have not equipped you to overcome. The uncertainties you see are only temporary illusions designed to test your confidence in my voice. But tonight I break every false narrative trying to convince you that you are unworthy, incapable, or forgotten. You were chosen intentionally, marked by my hand, and separated for purposes far greater than what your present reality suggests. I am calling you higher, beyond the limits you once accepted, beyond the labels others placed upon you, into a dimension where impossible becomes inevitable because I have decreed it so. The dreams I planted within you were not random. They were instructions disguised as desires, signposts leading you toward the fulfillment of what heaven has written with your name. While others may have overlooked your potential, I have never lost sight of the treasure within you, and now is the time to step into the season for which you have been prepared. As you yield to my direction tonight, align your heart with what I am speaking, for there are sudden shifts happening even now, rearranging relationships, redirecting opportunities, and releasing resources designed to carry you into the fullness of your calling. Angels are already dispatched ahead of you, creating pathways through places that were once locked, and there is no opposition strong enough to stand against what I have ordained. What was once blocked is being opened, what was delayed is being accelerated, and what was unclear is gaining precision you could not have achieved without my intervention. I am positioning you where your influence will extend beyond what you imagined, where your obedience will impact not only your present but generations yet to come. Tonight marks the unlocking of hidden strategies, divine appointments, and supernatural alignments, and I am instructing your spirit to move boldly when I call, without fear, without hesitation, without doubting my hand upon you. Everything about this moment has been intentionally orchestrated, and every decision you make from here forward must flow from my leading, because the timing of what is unfolding is critical. This is not a season to delay, not a time to remain passive, but an hour to step forward fully surrendered to what I am placing before you. Watch how rapidly I move when your heart stays yielded, for acceleration has already begun, and nothing will stop what I have decreed, because my word cannot fail, and my promises cannot return empty. Stay close, listen carefully, and know this: where I am taking you next will not look like where you have been, and the shift you sense right now is only the beginning of a transformation far beyond what you imagined possible. I have brought you into this exact moment because there are decisions waiting that can no longer remain unanswered, and I will not allow confusion or hesitation to hold you back from the path I've prepared. Everything converging right now has been carefully orchestrated, and the season you are stepping into carries a weight unlike anything you've experienced before. For this is the time when alignment meets fulfillment, and the instructions I am placing within your spirit will determine the acceleration ahead. I am drawing your attention to details you once overlooked, whispers you thought insignificant, signals you ignored, because each of them holds meaning for the direction I am leading you toward. I need you to understand that you are standing on the edge of a threshold, one decision away from stepping into the dimensions of promise that have been waiting for you all along, and I am removing distractions designed to derail you at this critical point. While darkness plotted silently, hoping to confuse your vision and entangle your steps, my light has already exposed the strategies meant to entrap you, and tonight I dissolve every hidden plan working against your destiny. This hour carries urgency, because there are windows that will not remain open indefinitely, and the choices you make now have generational impact, shaping not only your future but the futures of many connected to your obedience. You have felt weary under the weight of uncertainty, questioning whether you have what it takes, but I have placed inside you everything required for the assignment before you, and I will not call you without equipping you. My spirit is awakening dormant gifts, unlocking capacities within you that you didn't even realize existed, and stirring boldness to walk through doors that once intimidated you. You are not here by accident. Every step, every detour, every unexpected delay has positioned you for this convergence, where everything suddenly begins to make sense. I have seen the battles raging around you in silence, the restless thoughts that threatened your peace, the nights where you felt unseen, and I am declaring over you now that none of those struggles were wasted. Each hardship has been shaping endurance, strengthening faith, and preparing your heart to sustain the blessings I am releasing. Tonight I am imparting wisdom that transcends understanding, clarity that overrides uncertainty, and strategy that dismantles confusion, because where I am taking you requires precision and focus. There are connections being realigned around you even now, people leaving, others arriving, assignments shifting, and though some transitions may feel uncomfortable, trust that everything is happening exactly as it must to position you perfectly within my will. I am softening the hearts of those who will favor you, aligning resources where they are needed, and removing barriers that once stood immovable. The opposition that seemed endless has already been overturned in the unseen, and as you continue to yield to my instructions, you will watch breakthroughs unfold faster than you imagined possible. But I need your attention fixed, not on the chaos outside, not on the noise around you, but on the voice within you calling you higher. The time for doubt has expired, and the season of passivity is over. I am calling you to move decisively, to act boldly, and to believe fully that I am with you in every step, ensuring that no effort aligned with my will returns empty. I have assigned angelic hosts to surround you in this hour, guarding what belongs to you, guiding you through paths hidden to others, and securing victories before you even arrive. Everything you've endured has led you here, and what I am birthing through you will not only transform your present but will ripple through generations yet unborn. Understand this. You have not missed my timing, you have not been forgotten, and you are not behind. You are exactly where I intended you to be for this release, and every promise I've spoken is in motion even now. What was stagnant will begin to move. What was blocked will suddenly open, and what was broken will be restored in ways beyond comprehension. This is the hour of activation, and I will not allow fear, doubt, or hesitation to silence what I have placed within you. Rise now, step forward, and watch how I set into motion things that will confirm my presence with signs so undeniable that your heart will never again question that I was here, leading you into everything I destined for you. I have gathered every prayer you whispered, even the ones you thought faded unheard into the silence, and I have come to show you that not a single word from your heart has been overlooked. This moment is the manifestation of promises I made long before you understood their significance, and tonight I am unlocking the fulfillment of requests you buried under disappointment, because the time for hidden answers has come to an end. I have been moving quietly behind the scenes, orchestrating alignments you couldn't see, protecting pathways you didn't know existed, and shielding you from choices that would have delayed what I prepared for you. Though you believed the delays meant denial, I was creating space for something far greater than what you asked, because my timing carries precision that no human calculation can replicate. I know you have felt weary from carrying expectations that seemed unanswered, battling doubts that crept into your mind when days turned into months and months into years. But I have stored every tear, and each one has become the foundation of the harvest now ready to be released into your life. Tonight, I am showing you glimpses of my faithfulness that will silence every lie that told you I had abandoned you, because I have been closer than your very breath, walking with you through valleys you thought you faced alone, carrying you when strength failed, and sustaining you when you didn't realize how fragile your hope had become. I need you to recognize that the season you are stepping into will require a deeper trust than before, because where I am taking you goes beyond what experience has prepared you for, but I will equip you as you go. New instructions are being spoken right now, divine strategies released into your spirit, positioning you for breakthroughs you cannot yet perceive but will soon witness with your own eyes. This is not just about answering prayers. This is about exceeding them, taking you further than you imagined possible, and placing you in spaces designed for your influence before the foundations of the world. There are doors being unlocked that others assumed would never open, and what they thought impossible will become undeniable evidence of my hand over your life. I am placing you where your presence will carry weight far beyond your natural ability, and those who once dismissed you will watch in awe as my favor surrounds you like a shield. Understand this. I am not merely giving you blessings. I am establishing you in purpose, because what I am doing through you will impact far more than just your life. The chains that bound generations before you are breaking tonight. Cycles of limitation are dissolving, and I am planting within you a capacity to carry promises that extend far beyond your reach. Even now, the atmosphere is shifting again, because the heavens are releasing reinforcements. Angelic hosts moving swiftly on your behalf, overturning resistance, dismantling plans built against your advancement, and ensuring that every resource needed reaches you exactly when required. I am aligning people, opportunities, and divine connections in ways that seem sudden but have been prepared carefully through time. Nothing around you is random, nothing has been wasted, and nothing can hinder what I have decreed, because my word does not return empty, and my plans cannot fail. What was hidden from your sight is being revealed, what was locked away is being released, and what once felt out of reach is being placed into your hands. Yet I am calling you to remain fully surrendered, for the instructions I give must guide each step forward. Not fear, not pressure, not human reasoning, but my voice alone. This is why I brought you here, into this encounter, because I cannot allow you to walk into the coming season unaware of the greatness about to unfold. My presence tonight confirms that the waiting has not been in vain, the battles have not been wasted, and your faith has not been ignored. I am breathing new strength into you now, restoring every place that felt depleted, and awakening vision where discouragement tried to blind you. You will see doors open that generations before you longed to access, but could not, and you will step into places they dreamed of but never touched, because I have chosen you to carry forward what they could not complete. The evidence of my hand upon you will be undeniable, and those watching from a distance will know it was not by your strength, but by my power. Trust me completely, for I am taking you where no opposition can block you, where no weapon can prevail, and where the fulfillment of everything written about you begins to manifest before your eyes, starting now. The battle surrounding you in the unseen has been intense, but my presence in this very moment marks the victory already secured on your behalf, and I need you to understand how significant this encounter truly is. There are forces that rose against your purpose, strategies designed to drain your strength and blind your vision. Yet I have stepped into this space to dismantle every plan forged in darkness before it could touch you. The enemy tried to silence your voice, bury your dreams, and suffocate your hope, but I have declared that nothing formed to destroy you will prevail, because my authority has already overruled every attempt to delay what I have destined. While chaos stirred around you, I have been surrounding you with protection you didn't recognize, shielding you from attacks you never saw coming, and preserving your life for the fulfillment of assignments only you can carry. Tonight, heaven has released a decree over you, an unshakable declaration that the opposition against you is breaking, the atmosphere around you is clearing, and the promises attached to your name are being released without resistance. I need you to know that the struggles you endured were not signs of abandonment but proof of the calling upon your life, because the intensity of your battles reflects the magnitude of your destiny. The forces working against you understood the weight of what you carry, and that is why they fought so fiercely to keep you distracted, discouraged, and doubting, but I have come to put an end to their hold. I am removing every lingering remnant of fear, uprooting lies spoken over you, and restoring the confidence that you were created to walk in. Right now, angels are stationed around you, intercepting every scheme meant to derail you, and dismantling hidden traps before you even reach them. There are cycles of defeat that have followed your bloodline for generations, patterns designed to repeat failure and frustration, but tonight I break their power completely and establish a new inheritance marked by victory, favor, and restoration. This is more than freedom for yourself. What I am doing, and you will shift the course of those connected to you, unlocking blessings that extend far beyond your lifetime. Even now, I am lifting weights off your spirit, silencing accusations that tormented your mind, and awakening a confidence rooted not in what you've done but in who I have declared you to be. The pain you've walked through has been preparing you to carry authority, and I am using what once wounded you to equip you for what lies ahead. Do not fear the size of the assignment. My strength within you is greater than any obstacle before you, and nothing can stop what I have already set in motion. I am releasing clarity where confusion once clouded your thoughts, replacing despair with courage, and giving you strategies to navigate seasons that once overwhelmed you. The noise of the world will try to pull your focus, but my voice is becoming unmistakable, cutting through the chaos with precision and peace. While others may not understand what I am doing in your life, you must remain anchored in my leading, trusting that I am aligning details far beyond what a human reasoning can comprehend. There are alignments forming right now, divine connections stepping into your path, unexpected opportunities opening before you, and resources being positioned exactly where they are needed. You are stepping into environments prepared for your influence, places where doors will open not by effort but by favor, and where you will see impossible situations turn effortlessly in your favor. What was designed to intimidate you will become the very platform where my power is displayed, and those who doubted you will witness undeniable evidence of my hand upon you. I am calling you to stand boldly, to release fear, and to believe that the breakthrough unfolding tonight is irreversible. This is not temporary relief. This is permanent transformation, the establishment of victory in areas where defeat once ruled. From this moment forward, your steps will be ordered with precision, your path will be illuminated, and every assignment set against you will fall powerless. You are not entering this season weak. You are entering it empowered, equipped, and fully backed by heaven's authority. This battle ends tonight, and the victory I have secured for you will become the foundation for everything that comes next, carrying you into dimensions where no force can hinder what I have designed exclusively for you. Every locked door you thought would never open is trembling right now under the weight of my authority, because I have commanded barriers to collapse and restrictions to release their hold over your path. What others believed was impossible for you is shifting in this very moment, as unseen forces are realigning circumstances to position you exactly where I have destined you to be. You have been standing before places that felt sealed, waiting for change without knowing that I was already preparing the access, and tonight I am placing the keys into your hands. This is not by human influence or effort, but by divine decree. What I open cannot be shut, and what I authorize cannot be blocked by any power in heaven or on earth. I need you to trust this process even when everything surrounding you contradicts what I have spoken, because the fulfillment of my promises is no longer approaching. It has begun. While delays tested your patience and silence stretched your faith, I was preparing a route so precise that you will soon realize why every detour, every rejection, and every setback had to happen exactly as it did. What I am unlocking will exceed every expectation and silence every doubt, leaving no room to question whether my hand was upon you. There are opportunities forming right now that will seem sudden, but they were planned before you were born, and the pace at which doors will swing open in the days ahead will surprise even those closest to you. I have been arranging divine encounters, setting the stage for connections you didn't see coming, aligning hearts, minds, and resources to work together for your advancement. I am elevating you into places you didn't even know existed, bringing you before people you never imagined meeting, and releasing favor where your name will carry influence beyond your qualifications. But I need you to walk boldly when the doors open, without hesitation, without fear, and without doubting whether you belong there, because I am the one placing you there, and where I position you, no force can remove you. There is authority being placed upon you tonight, a mantle that carries not just blessings but responsibility, and you must remain rooted in me so that what I release is sustained. This acceleration requires sensitivity to my voice, for not every opportunity will be yours to accept and not every invitation will align with my plans. Listen carefully, because I will guide you precisely where you need to go. Even now, resources are being transferred, withheld treasures are being released, and strategies locked away for generations are being unveiled for this exact season of your life. What seemed withheld was never denial. It was preservation, because I was ensuring that when I opened the way, nothing and no one could steal what belonged to you. The waiting has ended, and the shift has begun. But I need you to understand that these doors are not just about your personal advancement. What I am unlocking carries ripple effects that will reach far beyond your own life, impacting families, communities, and generations you may never meet. I am using you as a vessel to display my power, to reveal my faithfulness, and to fulfill assignments that will inspire many to believe again. I am placing you in environments where your voice will be amplified, where ideas I planted within you will flourish, and where visions you carried quietly will begin to manifest openly. You are stepping into spaces where you will no longer have to fight for recognition or strive for validation, because my favor will speak louder than any explanation you could give. Tonight is a divine turning point. What you thought was permanently out of reach is being delivered into your hands, and everything connected to you is shifting into alignment. There will be moments in the coming days where sudden opportunities appear unexpectedly, and when they do, know without doubt that I have gone before you to prepare the way. You will walk into rooms where your name was already spoken before you arrived, and the very places that once dismissed you will welcome you with open doors. This is the season where access meets acceleration, where my timing intersects with your readiness, and where the fullness of what I promised begins unfolding visibly. Keep your focus steady, your heart surrendered, and your spirit attentive, because the doors opening now are not random. They are divine, irreversible, and designed exclusively for you. You have been asking for confirmation, searching for a sign that I have not forgotten you, and tonight this very moment stands as undeniable proof that my hand has never lifted from your life. I know the questions circling inside you, the silent doubts buried deep where no one else can see, and I am here to remove every shadow of uncertainty that has clouded your heart. I need you to understand that you are seen, known, and loved beyond measure, and this encounter is not random. It was written into your story long before you faced the struggles that brought you here. Even when you thought I was silent, I was working intricately through details you didn't recognize, positioning events, shifting pieces, and arranging outcomes that will soon reveal why I allowed certain paths to unfold exactly as they did. This moment is your confirmation that every tear has been counted, every cry has been heard, and every desire carried quietly within your spirit has been acknowledged by heaven. You thought I was distant when doors closed unexpectedly, but I was closer than ever, protecting you from what you didn't yet see and redirecting you toward what carries lasting fulfillment. I know there were nights when it felt like your prayers dissolved into empty space, but not one word you spoke has been lost. They have been gathered, held, and answered in ways that are now coming into alignment. Tonight, I mark this place with my presence so strongly that you will never again question whether I have been with you. I am removing layers of disappointment that hardened your faith, dismantling lies that told you you were overlooked, and silencing the accusations that tried to convince you that your efforts were meaningless. I am calling you to rise into a new awareness of who you are in me, to recognize the authority I have placed within you, and to walk with confidence knowing that my promises remain unshaken. There are blessings already set in motion, unfolding even now while you stand here, and soon your eyes will see what your heart dared only to hope for. I have been preparing answers in the unseen, and they are arriving at the exact moment they are needed. Not too early, not too late, but perfectly aligned with my design. Do not measure your progress by what you see right now, for there are dimensions of my work happening beyond your understanding, and I am weaving together details that will leave you amazed when the full picture is revealed. I want you to hold on to this truth. Nothing about your life has been missed, nothing has been wasted, and nothing you've endured will end without purpose. Even when others failed to understand you, even when support felt absent and silence grew heavy, I have been your constant, sustaining you when strength faded and carrying you when hope dimmed. I chose tonight to bring assurance to your spirit because you are entering a season where uncertainty cannot remain, where clarity must lead you forward, and where your confidence must rest in my presence above all else. Watch how I begin to unfold answers where confusion lived, replacing hesitation with direction and fear with unshakable courage. I am revealing to you that my timing has always been perfect, even when it didn't feel like it, and the delays you once resented will prove to be the very things that protected your destiny. The chapters ahead will carry evidence so undeniable that every hidden prayer will suddenly make sense, every painful pause will reveal its purpose, and every unanswered question will find resolution. You will know that I was listening, that I was moving, and that I was closer than you ever realized. Hold your heart steady because what I am releasing now will not be temporary. It is lasting, secure, and sealed by my authority. This sign you've been longing for is here. This moment is marked, and from this point forward you will never again question whether my hand is guiding your steps, because you will see proof woven into every detail of what unfolds next. I am restoring what was taken from you, rebuilding areas of your life that were left in ruins, and reviving dreams that you believed had died forever. Everything the enemy thought he could steal, destroy, or bury is returning multiplied, because I have declared that nothing purposed for you will remain lost. There were seasons where it felt like the ground beneath you collapsed, where hope slipped through your hands and strength faded without warning, but I never abandoned you in those moments. I was planting seeds beneath the surface, preparing a greater harvest than what you expected. You could not see it then, but I was working in silence, protecting your foundation, and shielding what truly mattered while you endured storms meant to break you. Tonight, those hidden seeds are coming alive, and life is springing forth where barrenness once surrounded you. I am breathing renewal into areas where discouragement kept you bound, restoring vitality where exhaustion drained your passion, and awakening possibilities you thought were closed forever. You will begin to notice sudden shifts around you, opportunities surfacing from unexpected places, relationships realigning, and doors opening into spaces you once thought were inaccessible. What once felt dead is being resurrected, not by your effort but by the power of my word, which cannot fail. There are things you buried, dreams you gave up on, and desires you thought were forgotten, but I have kept them safe until this exact moment when the timing became perfect for their release. The disappointments you faced were not endings. They were redirections, moving you away from places that could not sustain the fullness of what I have prepared. I have been rewriting your story while the world assumed it was over. And soon you will stand in awe as I reveal chapters you didn't know existed. There is nothing wasted in your journey. Every broken season, every unanswered prayer, every closed path has carried hidden purpose, shaping you for the weight of what is now arriving. I am giving back more than what was lost, peace deeper than before, favor greater than before, and blessings exceeding anything you dared to expect. The dryness that once surrounded you is being replaced with abundance, and the areas where you once struggled to see progress will overflow with evidence of my faithfulness. Even now, I am repairing wounds beneath the surface, healing places you didn't talk about, and touching areas of your heart you kept hidden from everyone else. There is no pain I cannot redeem, no failure I cannot transform, and no loss I cannot restore. What I return will come in such fullness that it will erase the weight of everything stolen. I need you to prepare yourself for this shift, to ready your heart for an overflow you have never experienced, because the release coming is greater than the battle endured. While others around you questioned how you would recover, I have been positioning you quietly, aligning every detail so that when the breakthrough arrives, it will not only restore but elevate you beyond where you were before. There is no limit to what I am capable of doing for you, and you will see evidence of my hand rewriting outcomes others declared finished. The same places where you faced rejection will become stages of elevation, and the same voices that doubted you will witness the undeniable display of my glory through your life. This is not only about recovery, it is about transformation, about creating something entirely new where devastation once ruled. I am restoring relationships fractured by pain, bringing healing where distance created walls, and mending bonds you thought were beyond repair. I am giving clarity where there was confusion, replacing fear with confidence, and covering you with strength to carry what is arriving. Everything you thought had slipped away has been preserved for such a time as this, and now is the appointed hour when promises long awaited begin to manifest openly. Your name is being spoken in places you have not yet entered, and favor is being released in ways you cannot comprehend. Prepare to walk into blessings you did not expect, because I am returning to you more than what was lost, fulfilling dreams beyond what you imagined, and proving once again that nothing surrendered to me ever remains empty. Everything surrendered multiplies, restores, and rises greater than before. Tonight marks the dividing line between everything behind you and everything ahead, for I am separating you from the weight of the past and ushering you into a season where chains no longer define you. The memories that once haunted you are losing their grip. The failures that tried to label you are dissolving, and the shame carried silently in your heart is being lifted right now under the covering of my presence. I am removing the heaviness that followed you, stripping away layers of pain that settled deep within your spirit, and clothing you with strength, confidence, and authority for the journey unfolding before you. This is not simply about escaping what once bound you. This is about rising into a reality where the battles behind you can no longer influence the steps before you. I have seen the silent tears you tried to hide, the regrets you buried quietly, and the voices that convinced you that your best days were gone. But I am here to declare that none of those lies hold power over you any longer. I am rewriting your story in a way that proves nothing can stop what I have chosen to begin within you. Where doors were shut, I am building gates wide enough to walk through without fear, and where opportunities slipped away, I am creating new paths carved specifically for you. The forces that tried to entangle your mind, break your focus, and drain your strength are being defeated right now, and I am planting peace where chaos once reigned. I am silencing accusations that kept you doubting your worth, racing guilt that chained your spirit, and dissolving every voice that whispered you were unworthy of love, success, or favor. From this moment forward, the weight of old seasons will no longer travel with you, for I am replacing heaviness with clarity, sorrow with joy, and confusion with direction. What lies ahead will carry the evidence of my redemption, and every scar that once reminded you of pain will instead testify of my power to heal and restore completely. I am releasing vision where hopelessness tried to blind you, giving you dreams far greater than what you thought possible, and awakening courage within you to step boldly into what I have prepared. There is a shift happening in your identity right now. I am removing labels placed on you by others, breaking agreements you unknowingly made with fear, and awakening the truth of who I created you to be. Nothing from the past has the authority to define you any longer. because I have declared a new beginning over your life tonight. What was meant to destroy you will become the very foundation of the testimony I am building through you, and every closed chapter is giving birth to one filled with grace, breakthrough, and undeniable favor. This is the season where restoration meets acceleration, where my timing collides with your readiness, and where you will witness sudden changes that leave no room to doubt my presence. I have gone before you to prepare new spaces, places where your name will carry weight, where your voice will be valued, and where your influence will produce impact beyond what you imagined. You will begin to notice subtle confirmations around you, unexpected alignments, divine connections, and open doors that appear without striving, and each one will serve as evidence that my hand is guiding your steps with precision. Do not dwell on where you have been, for the future I have crafted for you holds greater beauty than anything left behind. The failures you feared would haunt you forever are dissolving in my presence, and I am transforming them into testimonies that will inspire others to believe in what is possible with me. The next chapter of your life will not look like the last, because I am doing something entirely new, something unprecedented, something extraordinary, and something unstoppable. Release the weight of yesterday, embrace the hope of today, and prepare for the fulfillment of promises that have been waiting for this exact moment. You are stepping into a time when blessings will unfold rapidly, favor will chase after you, and breakthroughs will come in waves you are unprepared for. But I will prepare you as we move together. Trust me, because everything shifting around you has been carefully orchestrated for your good, and nothing can prevent what I have already set into motion. Your name has been spoken in heaven today, written upon scrolls carrying instructions for this season, and everything prepared for you is now being set into motion with precision beyond human understanding. While you questioned if you were overlooked, the truth is that you have been chosen for purposes far greater than what you have imagined, and I am bringing you into alignment with plans carefully designed before your first breath. The weight of this moment carries eternal significance, because what I release now is not temporary relief, but a divine unfolding that reshapes everything surrounding you. I have been waiting for the perfect time to reveal this next phase, and the time has arrived. The events taking place around you are not random. They are orchestrated pieces fitting perfectly together to deliver you into your appointed place. While others have tried to define you by what they could see, my perspective goes deeper than their understanding, for I see the strength hidden within you, the resilience born from trials, and the treasure buried beneath layers of doubt. This is why I have preserved you through storms meant to destroy you, shielding your destiny when attacks came without warning and battles raged quietly around you. Tonight, I am opening your spiritual vision so you can perceive what has been hidden, assignments, blessings, and opportunities positioned precisely for you, waiting for the appointed moment to be revealed. Your name is being released into places you haven't stepped into yet. Hearts are being prepared to receive you, and favor is going before you like a shield you cannot see. You will walk into environments designed with your influence in mind, where doors will not require striving but will open naturally because they were created for you long before you even desired them. I need you to know this. Nothing about your journey has been accidental, not a single step has been wasted, and even detours you resented were part of a larger design aligning you with the fullness of my promise. The blessings unfolding in this season are not random. They are deliberate, timed to perfection, and layered with purpose that will leave you in awe. People who underestimated you will watch as I elevate you into positions where my glory is undeniable, and those who doubted you will witness manifestations so extraordinary that explanations will not be required. I am orchestrating introductions, strategic encounters, and divine partnerships that will accelerate everything connected to your purpose, and what seemed delayed for years will suddenly unfold quickly. This is not just an ordinary moment. This is the fulfillment of words spoken over your life long ago, and nothing can hinder what I have decreed. Angels are already stationed on assignment, delivering resources, shifting obstacles, and preparing divine alignments that you cannot yet see but will soon experience. Your obedience in this hour matters deeply, because I am positioning you for influence beyond personal gain, establishing you as a vessel through which many will be impacted. The impact of your life will extend beyond anything you envisioned, touching lives you may never meet, and transforming spaces where your presence alone will carry my authority. I am revealing to you glimpses of what lies ahead, unexpected favor, overflowing provision, and encounters that confirm beyond doubt that I have been working all along. Stay attentive, because subtle confirmations will appear around you, signs and moments too aligned to dismiss, proving that my hand is directing every detail. Do not allow fear to cloud your vision, or hesitation to slow your steps, for I have already secured the path, and I am walking before you to ensure nothing derails what has been set in motion. You are stepping into a chapter where acceleration meets fulfillment, where prayers whispered in private collide with visible answers, and where long-awaited promises will manifest openly. This season carries a distinct mark. Everything will move faster than you expect, align smoother than you imagined, and unfold more beautifully than you planned. You will stand in awe of how precisely I have ordered every step, realizing that even the battles you thought you lost were positioning you to receive what is being released now. Your name carries weight in heaven, and I have declared favor over you that no opposition can overturn. Stand ready, stay surrendered, and prepare your heart for the doors that are about to open, because this is the moment where everything written about you begins to unfold exactly as I intended. I am whispering instructions into your spirit right now, quiet, precise, and powerful words that will guide your next steps, for the path ahead carries significance you cannot yet comprehend. The things unfolding may seem unexpected, but nothing about what is happening is unplanned, because I have orchestrated every detail to bring you into perfect alignment with what I designed long before you imagined this moment. I need you to quiet the noise around you, silence the distractions pulling at your focus, and lean into my voice with complete surrender, because the clarity I am releasing cannot be found anywhere else. You have been asking for direction, longing to know which way to turn, and tonight the answers you've been waiting for are being delivered into the depths of your heart. These instructions are not just about the choices immediately in front of you. They are strategies carrying long-term impact, shaping future seasons and positioning you for breakthroughs greater than anything you've envisioned. There are shifts happening now that require trust beyond understanding. For some of the doors I will lead you through will not look like what you expected, and yet they are the very entrances designed to unlock blessings waiting for you. I am calling you to step into unknown spaces courageously, knowing that where I guide, provision always follows. Every challenge ahead has already been met with solutions prepared beforehand, and every uncertainty has been covered by my wisdom. This is not a season to rely on what you know, but to rest completely in what I reveal. I will illuminate the steps required, giving you confidence to move forward without fear or hesitation. As you listen, you will sense nudges in your spirit, subtle confirmations that align perfectly with my leading, and each one will reassure you that I am walking closely beside you. I am removing confusion, breaking the patterns that caused you to doubt, and replacing restlessness with peace that cannot be shaken by changing circumstances. This moment is about learning to discern my voice above all others, for what I release to you now will shape doors, relationships, and opportunities still unseen. Pay attention to the smallest impressions I place upon your heart, because they will carry instructions hidden from the world but revealed to you for your assignment. Even now, I am rearranging alignments in your favor, positioning the right people, removing influences that cannot walk with you, and preparing divine connections that will help you carry what I am placing in your hands. You may not understand every adjustment happening, but trust that I am setting you up for victories you couldn't reach on your own. I am placing strength where you felt weary, courage where fear once lived, and faith where doubt tried to rule. Your willingness to follow my lead without resistance will unlock doors faster than effort ever could, for favor accomplishes what striving cannot. I am sending signals along your journey, unmistakable signs confirming that each step you take is ordained, and you will recognize them clearly when they appear. These moments will reassure you that even when the way feels uncertain, my hand is steady, guiding you with precision through every decision ahead. Do not be discouraged when paths shift suddenly or when plans change unexpectedly. Each adjustment carries purpose beyond what you see right now, and everything is moving toward the fulfillment of promises I have spoken over you. I have gone before you, preparing places you haven't reached yet, and when the moment comes, you will step into spaces perfectly aligned for your growth, influence, and calling. Every resource you will need is already being released, every barrier is already dissolving, and every hidden answer is drawing closer. This is not a time to question whether you hear me. This is a time to trust fully that I am speaking, leading, and unveiling what has been concealed until now. Watch closely, listen deeply, and respond without hesitation. For this is the hour where obedience activates acceleration, and each act of faith opens the way for blessings stored up specifically for you since the beginning of time. There are people and situations around you that cannot follow where I am taking you next, and I am gently removing certain connections to make room for what has been prepared for you. Though some endings may feel painful, understand that every separation carries purpose, because I am aligning you only with those who strengthen, uplift, and support the calling upon your life. I see the attachments you've held onto out of familiarity, comfort, or fear of change. But this new season demands relationships that carry vision, unity, and divine agreement with where I am leading you. Do not be surprised when certain doors close or voices grow distant. I am protecting your future by guiding you away from influences that would have hindered the fulfillment of my plans. There are individuals who were part of one chapter but cannot be written into the next, and though it may feel like loss, what I am giving you instead will bring peace and restoration beyond what you expected. I am surrounding you with people who are aligned with heaven's assignment for your life, those who will intercede for you, speak life into you, and walk with you in faith rather than fear. These connections are being chosen carefully, sent strategically, and placed intentionally to ensure that you are supported for what is coming. I am also revealing hidden motives of those around you, exposing dishonor, removing deception, and uncovering intentions that were masked behind kindness. Do not be alarmed when truth surfaces suddenly, for exposure is necessary to protect the foundation I am building beneath you. I have seen every silent conversation, every hidden plan, and every subtle attempt to disrupt your progress, and none of it has escaped my attention. What was designed to harm you will instead become the very thing that propels you forward, because I will use even opposition to position you into greater favor. I am calling you to trust the shifts taking place, even when they do not make sense in the moment, for I am crafting alignments that are beyond human understanding. The people I bring into your life in this season will carry keys you need, wisdom, strength, and encouragement designed to help you walk into what I prepared. Equally, I am positioning you as an answer to the prayers of others, connecting you to assignments where your presence will release breakthrough not just for you but for those around you. As these alignments form, I am softening hearts, restoring unity where division once existed, and creating partnerships that will multiply what I have placed within you. There will be moments where I lead you away from crowded places into quiet spaces, not as punishment but preparation, because some of the greatest revelations I have for you require stillness to receive. I am pruning distractions, breaking unhealthy patterns, and removing influences designed to pull your focus away from the promises unfolding before you. Lean into me during these transitions, for what seems uncertain now will soon reveal its purpose clearly. The pain of letting go will give way to the joy of stepping into connections rooted in truth, honor, and destiny. Your circle is being refined, your environment is being purified, and your surroundings are being prepared for elevation. You will notice a shift where your energy flows differently, your spirit feels lighter, and your focus sharpens in ways you haven't experienced before. This is evidence that my hand is restructuring what surrounds you to match what I am releasing within you. Do not cling to what I am removing, and do not fear stepping into unfamiliar spaces, for I am already ahead of you, establishing relationships that will sustain you and positioning you among those who will walk with you into the fulfillment of everything I promised. Trust this pruning, because it is not loss. It is preparation for overflow, alignment for abundance, and positioning for impact greater than you realize. What I am bringing next will require unity, strength, and discernment, and I am ensuring that everything and everyone connected to you reflects where I am leading you. Remain patient during these adjustments, for each change carries intentionality, and soon you will look back and see how perfectly every detail worked together to secure your place in the plans I have set for you. I know the hidden battles you've been fighting silently, the storms within your thoughts, and the weight you've carried without letting anyone see. I have watched every restless night where doubts tried to drown your hope, and I have come to break the grip of those burdens and free you from the heaviness pressing upon your heart. I am removing every lingering voice that tried to convince you that you were not enough, silencing the accusations that attacked your identity, and replacing those lies with the truth of who I created you to be. There has never been a moment when I turned away from you, even in the times you questioned my nearness. I was holding you together when everything around you felt like it was falling apart. The exhaustion you've carried from long battles is being lifted now, and I am filling you with a strength that does not run dry, a peace that cannot be shaken, and a confidence that flows from knowing you are fully seen and fully loved. Every whisper of defeat spoken against you is dissolving in my presence, and the chains of comparison, fear, and insecurity are breaking permanently tonight. I am rewriting the thoughts you've believed about yourself, planting new truths where lies once took root, and awakening within you a boldness to walk in freedom without apology. There is no mistake too great, no failure too deep, and no wound too severe that my power cannot heal. I am restoring your identity to its original design, the one I imagined before the world placed labels on you, before experiences shaped how you saw yourself, and before pain tried to convince you that you were forgotten. You are not defined by what you lost, by who walked away, or by what didn't work out. You are defined by what I have declared over you since the beginning: chosen, set apart, and destined for greatness beyond what you have understood. Tonight, I am pulling out the roots of shame, removing the residue of rejection, and cleansing your heart from the weight of disappointments you've carried for far too long. I am replacing old patterns of self-doubt with divine confidence, igniting courage to step into spaces where you once felt unworthy, and clothing you with strength that cannot be shaken by shifting circumstances. Even now, there is a fresh wave of renewal entering your spirit, awakening passion where discouragement tried to numb you, and reviving dreams you thought were no longer possible. I am teaching you to see yourself the way I see you, radiant, powerful, and capable of carrying everything I have placed within you. The enemy's greatest strategy has been to distort your reflection, to convince you to question your worth. But tonight I am restoring clarity, allowing you to finally recognize the treasure I've placed inside you. This moment marks the beginning of a new level of confidence, not the kind built on approval or validation from others, but a deep-rooted assurance anchored in my love and identity. I will show you glimpses of who you are becoming, revealing the authority, purpose, and calling that have always been inside you. As your perception changes, your decisions will shift, your relationships will align, and your focus will sharpen. The thoughts that once trapped you in cycles of fear are being replaced by declarations of victory, and the limitations you once believed about yourself are crumbling under the weight of truth. You will no longer settle for less than what I've promised, and you will no longer measure yourself by the standards of those who failed to understand you. This transformation begins within, but its effects will ripple outward into everything connected to you. People will notice the light I've placed within you shining brighter than ever before, and they will witness the unshakable peace that surrounds you, even when circumstances around you seem uncertain. This is the renewal I promised: an identity fully restored, a heart fully healed, and a life fully aligned with the greatness I designed you to walk in. From this moment forward, you will rise with confidence that cannot be shaken, knowing who you are, knowing whose you are, and knowing that nothing can separate you from the plans I have for your life. What you thought was lost forever is being rebuilt in ways greater than you imagined, for I am restoring pieces of your life that you believed were gone beyond repair. Every broken place is being mended, every shattered dream is being reassembled, and every hidden promise is now resurfacing as proof that my hand has never stopped working. While you wondered if time had passed you by, I have been preparing the perfect moment for release, and this is that moment, the hour where delayed prayers meet divine fulfillment. I have not overlooked the sacrifices you've made, the tears no one saw, or the faith you held onto when everything seemed uncertain. I have been weaving purpose into your pain, strength into your struggles, and beauty into the ashes of what you thought had ended. I am transforming past disappointments into stepping stones, turning old wounds into testimonies, and creating a foundation so solid that nothing ahead will be able to shake it. The season where you felt left behind was never abandonment. It was refinement, preparing you for blessings of greater weight and magnitude. I am reviving passions buried under discouragement, breathing life into visions that felt forgotten, and awakening hope where numbness once took hold. What felt impossible before is becoming reality now because I am removing limitations you once believed and replacing them with possibilities only I could create. The doors you thought had closed permanently are opening wider than ever, and new opportunities are emerging in places you never expected. I am orchestrating divine turnarounds where setbacks become setups for miracles, and what once caused pain will soon testify of my goodness. The relationships that ended painfully, the dreams you laid down, and the paths you thought were closed were not failures. They were redirections, leading you away from what would have harmed you and guiding you toward what carries eternal value. I know how many times you questioned whether you missed your chance, but I want you to know nothing destined for you has been lost. Every promise attached to your name is alive, waiting for the alignment I have been preparing, and tonight marks the unlocking of blessings stored for this exact moment. I am restoring time, redeeming seasons you thought were wasted, and accelerating the manifestation of things that seemed far off. The weight of waiting is lifting, and the pace of what's ahead will make you forget the heaviness of the past. You will look back and realize that I was using every delay to perfect the timing, every detour to protect the promise, and every quiet moment to prepare your heart. Even now, heaven is releasing resources, connections, and breakthroughs into your life, and nothing can stand against what I have ordained. I am sending unexpected help, aligning people who will walk with you, support you, and speak life into your journey. This restoration is not partial. It is complete, overflowing, and greater than what was lost. Where you experienced emptiness, there will be abundance. Where you felt unseen, you will be celebrated. Where you thought things were over, you will witness new beginnings filled with purpose. I am building platforms for you that you didn't seek, giving you influence you didn't strive for, and positioning you in places where my favor will make your name known without effort. What I am releasing will not fade, and no force can take it away, because I am sealing it by my authority. I am multiplying opportunities, expanding territories, and establishing you in spaces prepared long before you arrive. Prepare your heart to receive without fear, without guilt, and without hesitation. For what I am bringing is not earned by striving but given through grace. This is your season of complete restoration, and the unfolding of what's coming will make it clear that I have been with you every step, working through every detail, and ensuring that nothing purposed for you could ever be stolen or forgotten. Watch closely, for the evidence of my hand is about to surround you, and the shift beginning now will confirm that everything thought impossible has already begun. The delay you hated was never denial. It was preparation, shaping the strength required to carry what is now being placed in your hands. I have been working behind the scenes while you wondered if anything was happening, aligning people, opportunities, and resources so perfectly that when doors open, there will be no doubt it was orchestrated by me alone. While you questioned why answers took longer than expected, I was protecting you from paths that would have drained your purpose and surrounding you with divine positioning that ensures what I release cannot be stolen. The pace is shifting now, and what once felt distant is suddenly approaching rapidly, unfolding in ways greater than your expectations. This is why certain seasons stretched longer than you thought they should. I was removing hindrances you couldn't see, silencing opposition you didn't recognize, and clearing atmospheres that were not ready to sustain the weight of what I promised. The timing of everything unfolding around you has been intentionally calculated so that when fulfillment arrives, it cannot be reversed, delayed, or hindered. There are alignments happening right now that you do not yet perceive, heavenly movements arranging details you could never manipulate on your own, and connections being prepared that will open doors far beyond your reach. What you believed was standing still has actually been moving in perfect rhythm with heaven's design, and the next chapter of your life is entering acceleration. Assignments are shifting, goals are changing, and influence is being increased to match the capacity I've been building within you during quiet seasons. You felt overlooked by many, but my eyes never left you, and every moment where you thought nothing was happening has been saturated with purpose. The waiting has stretched your faith, yes, but it has also sharpened your discernment, strengthened your resilience, and positioned you for favor that only comes when hearts are fully surrendered. You will see how every not yet was my protection, and how every closed path redirected you towards something far better than you imagined. Even now, I am breathing life into areas where hope faded, stirring faith where weariness settled, an awakening passion where discouragement tried to silence you. I am calling you to prepare your heart for unexpected acceleration. For what I am about to do will not follow normal timelines or human logic. Breakthroughs that once seemed impossible will manifest suddenly. Blessings long awaited will appear effortlessly, and situations you thought were unchangeable will transform before your eyes. I have preserved opportunities specifically for this moment, and they are being released into your life with speed no opposition can withstand. What took others years to build, I will accomplish for you in moments, because my favor rests upon you, and where my favor goes, resistance crumbles instantly. The storms that raged against you were never meant to destroy you. They were designed to reveal what cannot be shaken. And now that strength will carry you into this new season of rapid advancement, I am aligning voices that will confirm your path, sending helpers who will push you forward, and placing you in environments where your calling will flourish without striving. There are signs already forming around you, subtle confirmations, divine interruptions, and unexpected provisions designed to remind you that I am orchestrating every detail. Pay close attention, for the smallest shifts will carry the greatest meaning, and each moment will prepare you for the opportunities approaching quickly. The acceleration unfolding now will leave no space for hesitation. So I need your heart steady, your ears open, and your spirit fully surrendered. Trust me when I lead you into unfamiliar territory, for every place I guide you has been secured, prepared, and blessed ahead of your arrival. Do not let fear convince you that you are unready. Everything required for this next chapter has already been placed inside you, and I will give wisdom for every decision and strength for every step. This is your time to move boldly, confidently, and without holding back, because everything I have spoken over you is now coming alive, and what once seemed delayed beyond measure will happen so quickly it will leave you in awe of how perfectly I have timed it all. Your obedience in this moment carries greater weight than you realize, for what I am placing before you requires a heart fully surrendered to my leading. Every instruction I give now carries significance far beyond this present hour, unlocking doors you cannot yet see and releasing blessings prepared specifically for you. I am guiding you through a season where sensitivity to my voice is essential, because the steps you take today will shape what unfolds in the days ahead. There are decisions coming that will not make sense to those around you, but I will confirm them within your spirit through undeniable peace and subtle signs only you will recognize. I am calling you to move beyond what feels comfortable, beyond the patterns you've known, and into unfamiliar places where my glory will be revealed through your willingness to trust me completely. This is not about rushing ahead, but about aligning fully with the timing I have established, for acceleration without direction leads to chaos, but acceleration aligned with my plan leads to fulfillment. I have already gone before you, preparing paths that were hidden, arranging opportunities that seemed impossible, and removing obstacles that would have hindered your progress. Though the road ahead may feel uncertain, my hand is steady upon you, and I will not allow you to stumble. I am releasing wisdom into your heart right now, strategies for conversations, clarity for choices, and insight for environments where discernment will be critical. The voices competing for your attention will grow louder, but I am teaching you to recognize mine above them all, for my whisper carries the power to shift mountains and direct your steps precisely. There are assignments waiting on the other side of your obedience, breakthroughs tied to decisions you will make in faith, and miracles that will be unlocked the moment you choose to move forward even without seeing the full picture. I am showing you glimpses of the path ahead, revealing pieces of the puzzle in perfect sequence, because if I revealed everything at once, the weight of it would overwhelm you. I am strengthening your trust through this process, drawing you closer to me so that you will depend on my leading above every other influence. As you lean into my direction, you will notice confirmations arriving in unexpected ways, doors opening without effort, messages coming at the exact moment you prayed, and divine connections appearing at the right time. I am orchestrating these details with precision, and nothing about this season is random. The steps you take now will not only shape your journey, but impact others connected to you. For I am positioning you as a light in spaces where hope has been lost. Through your obedience, lives will be transformed, hearts will be healed, and faith will be reignited in those watching silently from a distance. You will carry influence beyond what you can see today. But this influence will require humility, patience, and alignment with my heart. I am placing you where your presence will release change, where your words will carry authority, and where your actions will reflect my nature to those searching for answers. This is why I am sharpening your discernment and refining your spirit, so you can distinguish between distractions meant to delay you and opportunities meant to advance you. Not every door that opens will be yours to enter, but I will make clear which ones are marked for you. And when I say step forward, I will provide everything you need to walk boldly. Your willingness to follow my instructions will unlock seasons of favor that no effort could manufacture, and I will place you before people, platforms, and places specifically designed for the calling upon your life. This alignment will not be achieved by striving but by resting in my direction and responding quickly when I speak. There will be moments where hesitation tempts you, but know this: when I open the way, no opposition can close it, and when I release the blessing, nothing can stop it. I am surrounding you with angelic covering, clearing unseen barriers, and ensuring that each step forward is protected and purposeful. Listen closely, stay sensitive, and trust completely, because the choices you make now are unlocking doors that have been waiting for this exact alignment since the beginning. There is a divine acceleration unfolding right now, and I need you to prepare your heart for the rapid changes ahead, because the pace at which I am moving will surprise you. What once seemed distant is coming closer, what felt out of reach is being placed directly into your hands, and the prayers you thought were delayed are now entering a season of manifestation. You are stepping into an atmosphere where breakthroughs will appear suddenly, where unexpected favor will chase you down, and where doors you never knocked on will open wide without effort. I have been arranging circumstances in your favor long before you recognized it, and now every hidden preparation is aligning to reveal the fullness of my promises. There are shifts happening in places you cannot see, hearts being stirred, decisions being made, and opportunities being positioned perfectly for your arrival. While you wondered if the waiting would ever end, I was ensuring that when the release came, nothing and no one would be able to stop it. Every delay has served its purpose, and now I am collapsing timelines, redeeming lost opportunities, and restoring the years you thought were wasted. What took others decades to build will come to you swiftly because I have set my hand upon your life and marked this season with uncommon favor. But I need you to stay steady in the midst of this acceleration, for speed without wisdom leads to missteps, and I am calling you to remain anchored in my presence as I elevate you into new realms of influence. You will begin to notice alignments forming quickly, divine introductions, strategic partnerships, and surprising invitations that will place you exactly where I intended. These are not random connections but pieces of a larger design, and each one carries significance for the unfolding of your destiny. I am clearing out distractions that would have slowed you down, removing obstacles meant to frustrate you, and replacing uncertainty with absolute clarity. You will no longer question if you are in the right place, for I am placing undeniable confirmation before you, showing you in ways you cannot mistake that you are exactly where I need you to be. Even now, there are resources being released on your behalf, provisions you didn't ask for but that I prepared because I saw what was coming. The blessings arriving will not be the result of striving but the result of alignment. When you walk in step with my timing, everything connected to you begins to flow without resistance. But as acceleration increases, I need your heart rooted in humility, for the elevation I am bringing is not just about your advancement but about the impact I am calling you to carry. The influence I am giving you will reach further than you imagined, touching lives you may never meet and leaving a ripple effect far beyond what you see now. I am trusting you with more because I have prepared you in hidden places, shaping your character quietly, building your endurance, and refining your motives so that when favor rests upon you, you will handle it with wisdom. This season is not about striving to make things happen. It is about yielding to what I am unfolding, trusting that I am working all things together with precision greater than human understanding. You will step into moments where the right words come without effort, where solutions arrive before problems escalate, and where provision meets every need before you even realize it was required. This is the evidence of my hand moving. Nothing forced, nothing manufactured, only divine orchestration working perfectly on your behalf. Keep your eyes fixed, your spirit sensitive, and your faith unwavering, for the acceleration ahead will demand focus and surrender. Resist the temptation to compare your path to anyone else's, For the pace I have set for you is unique and cannot be measured by another's timeline. Trust that every step you take now is carrying you deeper into my will, and that the speed of this unfolding will not overwhelm you but establish you firmly where I have called you. Prepare yourself, because the release has already begun, and what I am doing in this season will confirm without doubt that I was working all along, positioning you for blessings you cannot contain, and aligning you with promises you will now begin to see fulfilled before your very eyes. I placed this moment into the timeline of your life intentionally, because there are assignments written with your name on them that cannot be delayed any longer. Heaven's plans for you are unfolding now with precision, and everything surrounding you is shifting to align with my divine order. While you've been questioning whether you're ready, I have already equipped you with everything needed to step into this next phase, and the abilities I've placed within you are about to awaken in ways you've never experienced before. This is the season where hidden potential emerges, where the strength you didn't realize you carried will rise to meet the opportunities opening before you. I am calling you higher, pulling you beyond familiar spaces and predictable patterns, into territories where your faith will expand and your influence will multiply. The stretching you're feeling is not punishment. It is preparation for what I am releasing, because where I am taking you requires vision beyond what you've relied on before. Do not allow fear to convince you that you are unqualified, for every skill, gift, and resource necessary has already been placed within you by design. You will notice new levels of clarity coming to your mind, ideas forming with ease, and solutions flowing without effort, because I am unlocking creativity, wisdom, and strategy that were reserved for this appointed time. There are places I am sending you where your presence alone will shift atmospheres, where the authority I've given you will silence chaos and bring restoration where it's needed most. I am opening platforms you didn't seek, positioning you before individuals who hold keys for your next season, and granting access to environments that seemed unreachable until now. These openings are not coincidence. They are orchestrated, and every detail surrounding them has been carefully prepared long before you even knew they existed. I am also releasing boldness into your spirit, removing hesitation, and replacing uncertainty with confidence so unshakable that you will move forward without questioning whether you belong where I'm sending you. Do not measure your capacity by past experiences or limitations others placed upon you, for I have called you beyond those boundaries and into dimensions where my power will accomplish what your strength alone could not. Even now, unseen movements are happening around you, conversations taking place about you, hearts being stirred in your favor, and opportunities being positioned to intersect perfectly with your obedience. When you walk into these moments, you will know instantly that I have gone ahead of you, because doors will open without resistance, provision will meet every need, and confirmations will arrive exactly when you require them. Remain attentive to my leading, because not every path will make sense in the natural, but every direction I give carries purpose far greater than what can be understood right now. I will show you signs along the way, subtle yet undeniable, that you are aligned with my plan, and these markers will strengthen your confidence as you continue forward. I am also surrounding you with the right people, those who will pray with you, walk beside you, and stand for you when resistance comes. These connections are being chosen intentionally, sent strategically, and placed precisely where they are needed to sustain what I am releasing. You are stepping into a time where impact and responsibility meet, where the weight of your calling aligns with the influence I've entrusted to you, and this alignment will not only transform your life, but will touch many others through you. I have prepared you for this moment in ways you cannot yet see, shaping your character, refining your spirit, and strengthening your foundation so that when elevation comes, you will stand firm and unshaken. I am breathing new life into everything connected to you, awakening dormant gifts, expanding your reach, and releasing an authority within you that will draw people toward hope, healing, and transformation. Keep your focus steady, your heart surrendered, and your spirit sensitive, because the assignments coming will demand full attention and absolute trust. I will give you what you need exactly when you need it, and as you step boldly into this unfolding, you will witness the undeniable reality that I have positioned you for such a time as this. Every unanswered question, every sleepless night, and every silent prayer has been leading you to this exact moment where clarity begins to replace confusion and direction overtakes hesitation. I have heard the whispers of your heart, the longing for understanding, and the desire for confirmation. And I am bringing revelation into areas where uncertainty once ruled. There are hidden truths I am uncovering, giving you insight into situations that seemed clouded, and opening your eyes to see strategies that were concealed until now. Nothing in your journey has been wasted. Not a single delay, not a single disappointment, not a single detour. For I have been weaving together every fragment to bring you into alignment with what I purposed from the very beginning. I am unlocking wisdom designed specifically for this season, showing you pathways you could not see before, and releasing instructions that will prepare you for what is coming. Do not be afraid when your perspective shifts or when I lead you in directions unfamiliar to you, because the changes I am initiating are necessary to position you exactly where you need to be. I am removing false perceptions, breaking through distractions, and replacing distorted beliefs with truth that carries the power to set you free. This unveiling will bring peace into places where anxiety has lived and strength into areas where doubt once lingered. I am clearing the fog that surrounded you, opening your understanding, and giving you discernment to recognize what is from me and what is not. There will be situations where others cannot comprehend the choices I am asking you to make, but trust what I am placing within your spirit. My guidance is sure, and my leading will never fail. Even now, I am planting clarity in your heart, directing your focus toward priorities that matter for this next phase, and helping you release distractions that no longer serve your purpose. The time for wandering has ended. I am setting your feet on solid ground and ordering each step so precisely that no misdirection will lead you astray. There are assignments waiting ahead that require focus, boldness, and unwavering trust, and I am equipping you with every tool, resource, and connection needed to fulfill them completely. Expect to receive understanding in ways you didn't anticipate, through unexpected conversations, through divine confirmations, and through doors that align perfectly with the purpose I've designed for you. This is a season where my voice will become unmistakable, speaking louder than fear, louder than doubt, and louder than the noise around you. Listen carefully, for I will reveal signs that confirm where to move, when to wait, and what to release. Even when the next step feels risky, I am placing assurance deep within your spirit that I am guiding you into promise, not danger. I am aligning circumstances so specifically that you will begin to notice patterns too precise to dismiss, and each alignment will strengthen your confidence that I am working all things together perfectly. Prepare yourself to let go of mindsets that kept you bound, perspectives that limited your vision, and choices rooted in fear rather than faith. As you surrender, you will step into a level of clarity so profound that decisions once difficult will become simple, and paths once hidden will become illuminated. I am removing unnecessary noise and drawing you closer to me so you can hear what others cannot, see what others overlook, and walk confidently where others hesitate. My presence is sharpening your insight, refining your discernment, and activating gifts within you that have been waiting for this appointed time. Soon, you will notice answers arriving before questions are fully formed, solutions meeting you before problems arise, and provision prepared before needs appear. This is the evidence of my hand upon your life. Details aligning beyond your understanding, opportunities flowing in perfect timing, and peace following every step. Remain attentive, remain surrendered, and remain unshaken. For this unveiling marks the beginning of a new chapter where uncertainty gives way to revelation, and revelation unlocks the doors that lead you into the fullness of what I have promised. I am confronting every force that rose against you, dismantling plans formed in secrecy, and overturning verdicts spoken over your life that were never aligned with my will. The battles you faced were never signs of abandonment. They were confirmations of the greatness within you, for the weight of your calling attracted resistance intended to stop you before this moment arrived. But I have declared that no weapon formed against you will succeed, and tonight, chains that held you back are breaking permanently. I have been guarding your future while the enemy tried to steal your confidence. And now I am releasing strength into your spirit to stand in authority, knowing I have already secured the victory. Even now, I am commanding every storm around you to be still, silencing voices of opposition, and removing barriers that blocked your advancement. The powers that tried to hold your destiny hostage have lost their influence, because my decree carries more weight than every plan plotted against you. The delays you endured were not defeats. They were strategies designed to expose hidden schemes and align you with greater protection. I have surrounded you with angelic covering, placing warriors on assignment to guard every step as you move into what I have prepared. You will begin to notice opposition weakening, as those who worked against you find themselves unable to stop what I am releasing. Accusations will fail, traps will collapse, and confusion meant to disorient you will dissolve under the light of my presence. I am also restoring your boldness, awakening courage where fear once lived, and empowering you to step forward knowing you are fully backed by heaven's authority. You are not fighting alone. I am going before you, clearing paths, and positioning you where my promises cannot be hindered. The battles behind you were fierce, but they were also refining, teaching you discernment, sharpening your vision, and preparing you to carry influence without being shaken. What was meant to break you has built you instead, and now the strength rising within you will sustain you through what is coming. I am removing every agreement you unknowingly made with defeat, breaking cycles of loss, and closing doors that led to confusion and pain. Tonight marks a permanent shift. The assignments sent to delay your destiny are canceled, and freedom is being established in areas where you felt trapped for years. I am revealing the motives of those around you, uncovering hidden agendas, and exposing alliances that were never designed to walk with you into the future I've prepared. Do not be afraid when truth comes to light, for exposure is not to harm you but to protect the promise placed upon your life. The covering over you cannot be removed, and my hand upon you cannot be challenged. I am causing everything meant for your harm to work for your good, and what was used to discredit you will become evidence of my faithfulness. From this moment, every obstacle standing in your way will begin to crumble, and you will walk freely into spaces where my favor will speak louder than any resistance. Expect to see situations shift quickly, sudden reversals, unexpected approvals, and outcomes changing in your favor without explanation. These are not coincidences but signs that I am moving powerfully on your behalf. While others wondered how you would recover, I have been preparing a table before you, setting the stage for restoration so visible that even those who doubted you will witness what I've done. The same places where you were rejected will become platforms where you are celebrated, and the same voices that opposed you will stand silent as I elevate you into the fullness of what belongs to you. Stay rooted in my presence, for the victories unfolding ahead require focus, humility, and trust. This is not just about removing resistance. This is about establishing dominion, placing you in positions where your influence will carry lasting impact, and ensuring that no power on earth or in the unseen can interfere with what I have ordained. Watch closely, for the battles you've endured are ending, and a season of unstoppable forward movement has begun. One where I lead, I protect, and I fulfill every word I have spoken over your life. I am shifting you into a realm where limitations lose their grip, where boundaries that once confined you are breaking, and where opportunities far beyond your expectations are being released into your hands. The places where you once struggled to move forward are about to open without resistance, because I have commanded every locked gate to release what belongs to you. The seasons of striving without results are ending, and you are stepping into a time where your effort will multiply, your influence will expand, and your impact will reach further than you believed possible. This is not by human ability but by my spirit moving ahead of you, preparing pathways that no opposition can block. I am dismantling invisible walls that kept you in cycles of delay and frustration, pulling down barriers erected by fear, doubt, and disbelief, and replacing them with clarity, direction, and strength. There are divine instructions being placed into your heart right now, whispers you cannot ignore, guiding you toward decisions that align perfectly with the assignments waiting for you. I am calling you to trust what I reveal, even when it seems unfamiliar, because obedience in this season unlocks acceleration beyond your comprehension. The doors opening now will not require striving or manipulation. They are being released because you remained faithful when others gave up. I saw the moments when you carried burdens quietly, when no one understood the battles within, and when you continued to stand despite feeling weary. Those tears you thought were unseen watered the very ground where new life is now springing forth, and the harvest coming will be greater than the pain endured. I have been preparing you to hold what I am placing before you, stretching your capacity, deepening your faith, and sharpening your discernment so that you can sustain the blessings arriving. The alignment I am bringing will cause the right people, the right opportunities, and the right resources to find you without force. You will notice sudden connections forming, conversations that confirm what I've spoken, relationships that strengthen your purpose, and doors opening in places you didn't even knock. This is not random favor. It is intentional, precise, and connected to the assignments attached to your name. I am also releasing a fresh authority within you, enabling you to speak with confidence, act with boldness, and move with clarity. Situations that once intimidated you will no longer have power over your mind or your emotions, because I am teaching you to operate from victory rather than striving for it. While others see impossibilities, you will walk with vision, seeing what they cannot, discerning what they miss, and accomplishing what they thought could never happen. The atmosphere around you is shifting to match what I've declared, and everything that resisted you before is bowing to my command now. Even as I elevate you, remain grounded in humility, for this increase is not only for you but for the many who will be impacted through your obedience. Your influence is about to carry weight in unseen places, touching lives you may never meet and planting seeds that will produce generational fruit. I am entrusting you with access that carries responsibility, doors that require wisdom, and blessings that demand stewardship. But I have equipped you fully for what is coming. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's, because the pace I've set for you is unique, intentional, and designed to bring you into alignment with my greater purpose. As the release begins, you will feel momentum building, breakthroughs compounding, and victories stacking one after another. You will marvel at how quickly situations transform, how resistance fades, and how opportunities arrive without striving. These are signs of my hand upon you, undeniable evidence that I have gone before you, fought for you, and prepared every detail so perfectly that you will not question whether it was me. Keep your focus steady, your heart surrendered, and your spirit alert, because this is not just another step forward. This is the launch into a dimension you were created for, where my promises become reality and the fullness of destiny begins to unfold before your very eyes. I am preparing to release answers that will exceed every expectation, breakthroughs that will rewrite your current reality, and provisions you never thought possible. What is unfolding now has been prepared long before you could see it, and I am aligning every hidden detail to bring you into a position where nothing will be missing, nothing will be lacking, and nothing will remain incomplete. The prayers you thought had gone unanswered have been stored, and tonight marks the moment where those long-awaited petitions begin to manifest openly. I am removing the weight of uncertainty from your shoulders, silencing the confusion that clouded your decisions, and replacing hesitation with divine confidence. You will begin to sense clarity within your spirit, an inner knowing that no longer questions where I am leading you, because I am making my voice louder than every distraction around you. I have been preparing a way where there seemed to be none, arranging alignments behind the scenes, and setting the stage for your elevation in ways the natural mind cannot comprehend. Everything I am releasing now has purpose. Every connection, every opportunity, and every door carries significance for where I am taking you next. I am not only restoring what was lost but multiplying it beyond recognition, because what is coming is greater than anything left behind. You endured the seasons of silence and stood through battles that tested your faith deeply. But those experiences were shaping your resilience, refining your vision, and increasing your capacity to carry what I have destined for you. The weight of this blessing is not ordinary, and so the preparation required time, stretching, and persistence. Now, the season of waiting is breaking, and the acceleration beginning in your life will move faster than you expect. I am sending divine alignments, people equipped to walk beside you, doors that only I could open, and resources designed specifically for your assignment. Everything meant to hold you back is losing its power in this moment. Cycles of frustration, confusion, and delay are ending, and momentum is being released to move you forward into fullness. Even the areas where you once faced resistance are shifting under my authority, and situations that seemed immovable will suddenly bend in your favor. I am making what looked complicated become simple, what appeared impossible become attainable, and what felt distant become immediate. Remain sensitive to my leading, for I will give instructions that may not make sense to those around you, but they will unlock opportunities uniquely designed for you. I am positioning you strategically, placing you in rooms you never thought you'd enter, and granting you influence beyond the reach of your natural efforts. These advancements are not temporary. They are secured by my word and sealed by my power. As you walk through these open gates, stay close to me, for your strength, wisdom, and direction will come from my presence alone. I am also renewing your mind, removing lingering doubts, and reshaping the way you see yourself so that you can step confidently into everything I've prepared. Stop questioning whether you are ready, because I have already declared you prepared, equipped, and chosen for this moment. Where others will see impossibility, you will see doors, and where they expect resistance, you will experience supernatural ease. My favor is not random. It is deliberate, purposeful, and timed perfectly to bring glory through your story. The evidence of my hand upon your life will be undeniable, and even those who counted you out will witness what I am doing openly. This is the season where your faith meets fulfillment, where waiting turns into walking, and where promises hidden for years become realities before your eyes. Stay expectant, stay surrendered, and stay steady, because what is beginning now is irreversible, unstoppable, and far beyond anything you imagined possible. I am placing a fresh mantle of authority upon you, awakening dimensions within your spirit that you have not yet discovered, and preparing you to walk into spaces designed specifically for your influence. This is not the moment to shrink back in hesitation, for the assignments connected to your name require courage, obedience, and unwavering faith. I have been shaping your character quietly, strengthening you in hidden seasons, and refining you through moments where it felt as though I was silent. Yet every step has been intentional, building the foundation needed to sustain what I am now releasing. The elevation ahead carries weight, but you are equipped to carry it, because I have deposited everything required within you long before this moment arrived. I am unlocking gifts you didn't know you carried, releasing boldness where fear once held you back, and filling you with wisdom to discern every path set before you. There are decisions that will define your next chapters, and I am giving you supernatural clarity so you will not second-guess my direction. I will guide you into opportunities perfectly aligned with your calling, and you will know without doubt which doors are meant for you and which distractions must be left behind. I am sharpening your vision, removing the fog that clouded your perception, and giving you insight into things unseen so that you can move forward with confidence and precision. There are platforms I am preparing that you did not seek but that have been waiting for you. And your presence there will shift atmospheres, inspire transformation, and draw hearts closer to my purpose. I am connecting you to individuals who carry keys necessary for your advancement. Divine alignments orchestrated so precisely that you will see my hand in every introduction and every conversation. While others may not understand the sudden acceleration happening in your life, you will recognize it as the unfolding of my promises at the appointed time. There are territories I am expanding for you, areas where influence and impact will meet, and through your obedience, lives will be restored, strengthened, and set free. I have chosen you for assignments that will reach further than you imagined, touching places, hearts, and generations beyond your sight. The preparation I have taken you through was not wasted. The closed doors, the detours, and the moments of isolation were shaping a resilience in you that cannot be shaken by pressure or opposition. I am dismantling every limitation placed upon you by past seasons and breaking patterns that tried to convince you that greatness was out of reach. Nothing spoken against you has the power to override what I have decreed, and nothing designed to stop you will succeed. I have gone ahead of you to secure victories you have not yet seen, and I am surrounding you with angelic covering to guard what belongs to you. Pay attention to the confirmations I will send, for they will guide your steps, affirm your choices, and strengthen your confidence as you step boldly into new levels of purpose. I am causing your voice to carry weight in rooms where you were once overlooked, and I am positioning you where influence flows without striving. Remain grounded in my presence, for the increase I am releasing will require humility, wisdom, and focus to steward well. As favor multiplies, responsibilities will grow, and I will give you strength for each one without exhaustion overtaking you. This journey is not about personal advancement alone. It is about fulfilling kingdom assignments that impact lives you may never meet. I am writing a testimony through you that will inspire faith in countless others, drawing them to see what is possible when trust is placed fully in me. This is your time to rise into the fullness of your identity, to walk boldly in what I've placed before you, and to embrace everything I've designed without fear of failure. Stay steady, stay sensitive, and stay surrendered. For I am establishing you firmly in places prepared long before you knew they existed, and nothing can undo what I have already set in motion for you. I am positioning you in places where your influence will reach farther than you ever imagined, opening platforms prepared long before you even knew they existed, and connecting you with assignments that carry eternal weight. The shifts taking place around you are intentional, carefully orchestrated to align you with environments where your purpose will thrive and your gifts will multiply. Do not be surprised when sudden invitations come, unexpected doors open, and opportunities appear without explanation. For this is evidence that I have gone ahead of you to prepare the way. I am removing limitations, tearing down barriers, and dismantling structures that once tried to contain you, because the space required to hold what I am releasing can no longer remain small. There are areas where you once faced rejection that I am now turning into platforms for elevation, and situations that once seemed closed permanently are about to become stepping stones into something greater. I have been watching every moment where you stayed faithful, even when nothing seemed to change, and now I am rewarding perseverance with breakthroughs that will arrive suddenly. I am aligning your name with opportunities you did not pursue, positioning you in conversations you didn't initiate, and granting favor in rooms where your presence alone will shift atmospheres. While others may question how you've arrived so quickly, you will know it is not by striving but by my hand moving ahead of you. The assignments I'm entrusting to you carry significance far beyond your immediate understanding, and I am giving you discernment to recognize the weight of what is being placed before you. There are lives waiting to be impacted through your obedience, hearts ready to receive hope, and destinies that will unlock because you chose to walk boldly into what I am calling you to do. I am stirring within you a confidence that does not rely on recognition or approval, but on the certainty that I have chosen, equipped, and prepared you for this moment. Even now, strategies are being downloaded into your spirit. Ideas, insights, and solutions designed to position you exactly where I need you. I will make your steps clear, your vision sharp, and your decisions precise, ensuring that nothing is wasted and no opportunity is missed. I am also sending divine connections, people carrying keys you need and voices prepared to confirm direction, and these alignments will accelerate what I am doing through you. Be attentive to the details, for nothing about this season will be ordinary. The signs will be subtle but undeniable. The confirmations will come at the exact moment you need them, and each step forward will carry the assurance that you are walking in alignment with my timing. The resistance that once surrounded you is losing its grip, and battles that once strained you are being silenced under the authority I have placed upon you. You will notice a shift not only externally but within. New courage rising, fresh faith awakening, and renewed strength empowering you to move without hesitation. While others strive for position and influence, you will see doors open effortlessly, because where I lead, provision flows naturally. Remain rooted in my presence as I lift you higher, for this increase is not simply about advancement but about impact, touching lives, restoring hope, and carrying light into places where darkness has lingered too long. I am using you as an instrument to demonstrate what is possible when surrender meets destiny, and through your obedience, countless others will find the strength to believe again. Your journey into this next chapter will not look like the past, for I am doing something entirely new, something unprecedented, something beyond your capacity to predict. Be ready for sudden shifts, rapid acceleration, and opportunities unfolding faster than you can process. But do not be afraid. I have already secured your path. Every resource, every connection, and every provision you need has been prepared ahead of time, and nothing can interfere with what I have decreed. Trust the unfolding, lean into my guidance, and walk boldly into the spaces opening before you, because this is the appointed hour where destiny converges with fulfillment, and promises hidden for years begin to manifest visibly in your life. I am stirring a new boldness within you, awakening the depths of your spirit to rise above the limitations that once restrained you, and positioning you to move with authority into places designed for your influence. What is unfolding now carries a weight unlike anything you've experienced before, because I am releasing assignments that require courage, resilience, and unwavering trust. I have seen the seasons where you questioned your strength, where exhaustion tempted you to stop, But even then, I was building endurance inside you for this exact moment. The preparation you walked through has sharpened your discernment, refined your focus, and equipped you with the wisdom needed to navigate the opportunities opening before you. I am calling you to operate from confidence rooted not in your abilities but in my presence, knowing that where I lead, provision and protection will always follow. The doors unlocking ahead will carry influence far greater than what you expected, and with them will come platforms where your words, actions, and decisions will inspire transformation for many. I am positioning you to speak life into places where despair has ruled, to carry hope where fear has lingered, and to establish change where brokenness has persisted for too long. Do not underestimate the authority I have placed upon you. When you step into these spaces, you will not walk alone, for I am going before you, aligning the atmosphere to respond in your favor. Even now, I am preparing individuals whose hearts are ready to receive what I've placed within you, sending divine connections that will strengthen your assignment, and aligning resources to sustain the expansion taking place. You will notice subtle confirmations, patterns aligning perfectly, doors swinging open unexpectedly, and conversations occurring at precisely the right time, all designed to remind you that my hand is orchestrating every detail. There will be moments where instructions come that challenge your comfort, but I need your obedience without delay. For some doors will only remain open for a window of time. I am training your spirit to recognize my timing, to move when I say go, and to pause when I say wait, for acceleration without alignment can lead to exhaustion, but alignment with my plan brings effortless progress. I am breaking off the weight of past labels and limitations, removing false identities imposed by others, and revealing to you the fullness of who I created you to be. The confidence rising within you is not pride. It is an awareness of your divine identity and the authority I've entrusted to you. I am also placing within you strategies you didn't have before, insights to navigate complex decisions, wisdom to handle new responsibilities, and creativity to build what others could not imagine. These revelations will come suddenly, like streams flowing from a hidden source, and they will carry solutions needed for this moment. The assignments ahead are not small. They are designed to shape environments, shift generations, and unlock blessings beyond your reach. I am entrusting you with greater influence, not so you can be seen but so my light can be revealed through you in spaces where hope has been lost. Remain anchored in humility, for the increase I am bringing must be stewarded carefully. Let your focus remain on me, and I will ensure that the elevation comes without striving or manipulation. There are still voices and distractions attempting to pull you off course, but I am strengthening your discernment so you can distinguish between what is sent to support you and what is designed to delay you. Clarity is rising, peace is guiding, and purpose is directing your every step. This is the season where hidden potential meets divine timing, where what I've placed within you begins to flow outward like never before, touching places you never imagined reaching. I am releasing acceleration, influence, and open access, but also the wisdom to carry them with grace. Walk forward knowing that I have secured the path ahead, ordered every step, and prepared victories waiting to unfold. This is your time to rise in boldness, stand in authority, and embrace fully the destiny I designed long before you understood the depth of what I had prepared for you. I am lifting you into a season where what once seemed unreachable will now be placed within your grasp, and the limitations that surrounded you are being dismantled even as you stand here. Everything that delayed progress, every unseen barrier, and every silent resistance is being overturned under the authority of my command. I have heard the cries you whispered in secret, the longing of your heart for change, and the desire for a sign that I have not forgotten you, and this moment is your confirmation. I am aligning circumstances in ways beyond human understanding, orchestrating details so precisely that you will see doors opening you never imagined possible. The efforts you poured out that seemed unnoticed have built the foundation for the season unfolding now, and I will reward the faithfulness you showed when no one was watching. There are blessings prepared with your name written upon them, hidden treasures being unlocked, and pathways being cleared where once there seemed to be none. I am releasing a fresh wave of momentum into your life, where the pace of progress will increase dramatically. Yet it will not bring exhaustion but strength, for my hand is sustaining you. Situations that once drained you will no longer have power, because I am removing what weighed you down and replacing it with clarity, direction, and peace. There will be unexpected alignments, connections you didn't pursue, relationships you didn't anticipate, and resources you didn't request, all arriving at the exact moment they are needed. Nothing about this is random, for I have been preparing it from the beginning, setting each piece perfectly into place so that everything converges at the right time. I am training your spirit to recognize when opportunity knocks and to move boldly without hesitation, for some doors will remain open only for a moment, and I do not want fear or uncertainty to keep you from stepping into them. Even now, I am awakening courage deep within you, a confidence not built on your ability but on my power flowing through you. Where you once questioned whether you were capable, I am showing you that I have already equipped you for everything ahead. The strength you will walk in during this next season will surprise even you, because you will begin to operate from a place of overflow rather than striving. There are people waiting on the other side of your obedience, lives ready to be transformed, hearts longing for hope, and breakthroughs tied to your willingness to move forward when I say go. I am sending confirmation along your path, signs in conversations, patterns unfolding with precision, and moments that speak directly to your spirit. So you will know with certainty that each step is divinely aligned. I am dismantling confusion, clearing distractions, and exposing hidden influences that sought to divert your focus, because what I am bringing requires undivided attention. The authority I have placed upon you is not ordinary, and the words I give you in this season will carry weight that shifts atmospheres and unlocks solutions where there once were none. Prepare for situations to change suddenly, verdicts to be reversed, closed doors to swing wide open, and impossibilities to dissolve right before your eyes. You will not have to force outcomes or manipulate circumstances, for the release coming is secured by my promise, and no opposition can undo what I have decreed. I am also softening hearts on your behalf, aligning favor where resistance once stood, and positioning you before those who will open doors you could not reach on your own. Remain rooted in my presence, for I will give you wisdom to navigate each opportunity with clarity and discernment. There is no need to fear missing what is yours, because what I have assigned to your life is protected, preserved, and prepared until the exact moment of fulfillment. You will soon testify of breakthroughs that happen so suddenly, so undeniably, that they leave no doubt my hand was upon every detail. This is your confirmation that what has been delayed is now accelerating, what has been withheld is now being released, and what once seemed impossible is now unfolding right before you, because my word has gone forth, and it will not return empty. I am setting you on a path where clarity will guide every step and where confusion will no longer have power over your decisions. The uncertainty that surrounded you is lifting even now, and I am releasing insight so precise that you will recognize instantly when I am directing you. I am aligning your heart with my will, tuning your spirit to hear my instructions clearly, and preparing your mind to receive strategies beyond human understanding. This is a season where I will teach you to move with precision, not rushing ahead and not hesitating in fear, but stepping forward with confidence, knowing my hand is upon you. There are doors that will open suddenly, requiring immediate action, and I will prepare you in advance so that when they appear, you will not doubt, question, or hesitate. You will know it is time. I am training you to discern opportunities not by appearance but by alignment, so you can recognize the difference between distractions meant to delay you and assignments meant to advance you. I am also strengthening your ability to wait patiently when needed, for not every moment will require motion. Some seasons are about stillness so that I can move on your behalf, while others strive endlessly. You will experience results without striving because your provision, access, and influence are tied to my direction, not your effort. Even now, I am placing divine instructions into your spirit, guiding you toward conversations, connections, and decisions that will carry long-term impact. Listen closely, for subtle confirmations will arrive through moments others might overlook, small patterns aligning perfectly, words spoken at just the right time, and events unfolding in ways too precise to be coincidence. This is how you will know my presence is leading you. I am also removing old thought patterns that kept you trapped in cycles of delay, replacing fear-driven decisions with wisdom rooted in peace. The clarity I am releasing will simplify choices that once felt overwhelming, and the insight I provide will allow you to act boldly even when circumstances seem uncertain. I am positioning you in places where influence flows naturally, where your presence will carry weight without striving, and where doors that were previously closed will unlock effortlessly. There are people I am preparing right now who will recognize what I've placed within you. Individuals whose favor will accelerate your journey without you having to seek it. Do not be surprised when unexpected invitations arrive or when you find yourself standing before opportunities you never pursued. These are signs of my orchestration, evidence that I have gone ahead of you. I am also granting you wisdom to navigate responsibilities attached to these blessings, giving you strength to manage increase without being overwhelmed. Remain rooted in me, for your capacity to carry more will not come from effort, but from intimacy with my presence. As influence expands, I will continue refining your discernment so that your decisions reflect alignment, not pressure, and your actions flow from obedience rather than fear. The next steps will require attentiveness, but they will not require striving, because I have already secured outcomes in your favor. You will begin to see situations shift suddenly, solutions appearing at the exact moment of need, and breakthroughs manifesting without struggle. I am sending people who carry answers, placing you in environments designed for your growth, and aligning resources that will sustain what I'm releasing into your hands. Trust what I reveal, even when it stretches you beyond comfort, for I am preparing you for influence on levels you have not yet imagined. Every instruction carries purpose, every confirmation will be timely, and every opportunity presented will serve as a stepping stone into greater fulfillment. Stay sensitive, stay surrendered, and stay confident, for this is not a season of wandering but a season of precision where every movement is intentional, every door is deliberate, and every blessing released is perfectly timed to bring you into the fullness of what I have planned. Amen.